Top 30 Asset Recovery Clerk Interview Questions and Answers. An asset recovery clerk plays a key role in locating, processing, and returning assets while ensuring proper documentation and compliance with company policies. During interviews, employers look for candidates who possess attention to detail, organizational skills, and an understanding of recovery procedures. These questions and answers are designed to help you prepare effectively, showcasing your expertise, accuracy, and commitment to ethical asset recovery practices in various professional settings. 1. Can you explain your experience with asset recovery? I have experience in tracking and reclaiming company-owned assets from former employees, clients, or vendors. This involves using asset management systems, verifying asset details, and coordinating returns. I ensure proper documentation, maintain communication with relevant departments, and adhere to company policies. My approach combines persistence with professionalism, ensuring the recovery process is smooth and respectful. Additionally, I analyze asset data to identify trends, helping improve future recovery processes while reducing losses and maintaining compliance. 2. How do you ensure accuracy in asset tracking? Accuracy in asset tracking starts with maintaining updated records in the asset management system. I verify serial numbers, ownership details, and condition before processing any recovery. I cross-check information with departmental records, invoices, and contracts to avoid discrepancies. Regular audits help identify missing or misplaced items promptly. I also communicate with relevant teams to ensure all updates are recorded in real time, ensuring transparency and preventing asset misplacement during the recovery process. 3. What steps do you take when an asset is not returned on time? When an asset isn't returned on time, I first review the records to confirm the due date and relevant agreements. I then contact the responsible party to remind them of the return requirement, documenting all communication. If necessary, I escalate the matter to management or the legal team, depending on company policy. I remain professional and diplomatic while emphasizing compliance with contractual terms to recover the asset efficiently without damaging relationships. 4. How do you handle disputes regarding asset ownership? When ownership disputes arise, I begin by reviewing asset records, invoices, and contracts to confirm rightful ownership. I document all findings and communicate transparently with the involved parties. If uncertainty remains, I escalate the matter to management or legal counsel for resolution. My goal is to remain impartial, relying solely on documented evidence, while maintaining professionalism and ensuring the dispute is handled in accordance with company policy and applicable laws. 5. What asset management software are you familiar with? I have worked with various asset management tools, including Asset Panda, SAP, and Oracle NetSuite. I am skilled in using these platforms for tracking, auditing, and updating asset records. I also leverage built-in reporting features to generate compliance reports and monitor asset recovery progress. My adaptability allows me to quickly learn new software, ensuring that I can efficiently manage and recover assets regardless of the system in place. 6. How do you prioritize multiple asset recovery cases? I prioritize cases by considering urgency, asset value, and contractual deadlines. High-value or time-sensitive recoveries take precedence. I maintain a tracking system that outlines due dates and recovery stages for each case. Clear communication with stakeholders ensures everyone is aligned. By balancing urgency with efficiency, I can handle multiple recoveries simultaneously without compromising accuracy or compliance, ensuring that assets are reclaimed promptly and securely. 7. How do you ensure compliance with asset recovery policies? Compliance begins with understanding company policies, legal requirements, and industry standards. I ensure all asset recoveries follow documented procedures, including obtaining proper authorization and maintaining thorough records. Regular audits help verify compliance and highlight areas for improvement. I also train team members on policy updates to minimize errors. This structured approach ensures the recovery process is both efficient and aligned with internal and external regulations. 8. How do you handle sensitive or high-value assets? For sensitive or high-value assets, I follow strict handling protocols, including secure transportation, restricted access, and detailed documentation. I ensure chain of custody procedures are maintained, reducing the risk of loss or tampering. All details, such as asset condition and location changes, are logged in the system. I coordinate with security teams if necessary, ensuring assets are returned safely and accounted for, protecting the company from potential financial or reputational risks. 9. How do you communicate with clients or employees about asset returns? I communicate clearly, respectfully, and professionally when discussing asset returns. I send reminders via email or phone, outlining the return process, deadlines, and any related terms. I make sure to address any concerns or questions, offering solutions where possible. By keeping communication factual and non-confrontational, I maintain positive relationships while ensuring assets are returned promptly and in good condition. 10. What steps do you take to verify recovered assets? Verification involves cross-checking the recovered asset against inventory records, purchase orders, and serial numbers. I inspect the condition of the asset, documenting any damages or discrepancies. Photos and written reports are attached to the asset record for reference. Only after thorough verification do I update the asset management system to reflect the recovery, ensuring all data is accurate and ready for any required audits or reports. 11. How do you handle incomplete asset return documentation? When documentation is incomplete, I contact the responsible party to request the missing details, such as serial numbers or condition reports. I cross-check with internal records to ensure accuracy and completeness. If necessary, I escalate the matter to supervisors or legal teams. My goal is to avoid processing incomplete records, as they can lead to inventory discrepancies, compliance issues, or disputes in the future. Proper documentation ensures accountability and smooth audits. 12. How do you handle damaged recovered assets? Upon receiving a damaged asset, I immediately document its condition with photos and written descriptions. I check warranty or insurance coverage to determine next steps. I then notify the relevant department and update asset records accordingly. Depending on company policy, the asset may be repaired, replaced, or written off. My process ensures accurate reporting, accountability, and minimal financial loss, while maintaining transparency throughout the recovery process. 13. How do you manage deadlines in asset recovery? I maintain a structured tracking system, setting reminders for approaching deadlines. I prioritize tasks based on urgency and coordinate with all involved parties to avoid delays. Regular follow-ups and proactive communication help ensure deadlines are met. If unforeseen issues arise, I inform supervisors promptly and propose alternative solutions. This organized approach ensures asset recovery tasks are completed on time without compromising accuracy or compliance. 14. What do you do if you cannot locate an asset? If an asset cannot be located, I conduct a thorough review of all records, logs, and communications. I then contact relevant parties to gather additional information. If still unresolved, I escalate the matter for investigation, which may involve security or legal teams. All search efforts and findings are documented for accountability. My priority is to exhaust all possible avenues before marking the asset as lost or unrecoverable. 15. How do you maintain confidentiality in asset recovery? Confidentiality is crucial, especially when dealing with sensitive assets or data. I limit access to asset information to authorized personnel only. Physical and digital records are stored securely, following company protocols. When discussing recovery details, I ensure information is shared only on a need-to-know basis. This disciplined approach protects the organization from data breaches, reputational harm, and potential legal consequences. 16. What metrics do you track to measure recovery success? I track metrics such as recovery rate, turnaround time, compliance rate, and financial value of recovered assets. I also analyze trends in asset loss to identify preventive measures. These metrics help assess efficiency, identify bottlenecks, and improve processes. Regular reporting to management ensures transparency and supports strategic decision-making for better asset management and recovery practices. 17. How do you deal with uncooperative parties? I remain calm and professional when dealing with uncooperative parties. I explain the importance of asset return, referencing any contractual or policy obligations. I document all communications to maintain a clear record. If necessary, I escalate the issue to management or legal teams. My goal is to resolve the matter diplomatically while ensuring company assets are recovered in a timely and lawful manner. 18. How do you stay updated on asset recovery best practices? I regularly attend industry training sessions, webinars, and workshops focused on asset management and recovery. I also subscribe to professional publications and follow relevant regulatory updates. Networking with other professionals allows me to exchange insights and learn about emerging tools. Staying updated helps me apply the most efficient, compliant, and cost-effective recovery practices in my daily work. 19. How do you prevent future asset losses? Prevention starts with accurate tracking, secure storage, and clear asset handling policies. I recommend and implement improvements based on recovery data, such as stricter return protocols or enhanced inventory audits. Training staff on asset care and accountability further reduces losses. Regular system updates and timely reconciliations ensure discrepancies are caught early before they escalate into losses. 20. How do you document the recovery process? I maintain detailed records from the moment recovery efforts begin until completion. This includes dates, communication logs, asset condition reports, and any related documentation. I store this data securely in both physical and digital formats, ensuring it's accessible for audits. Clear documentation creates accountability, supports legal compliance, and improves efficiency for future recovery tasks. 21. Describe a challenging recovery case you handled. In one case, a former employee had relocated overseas without returning high-value equipment. I coordinated with HR, legal teams, and international couriers to arrange retrieval. It required persistent communication, navigating customs regulations, and ensuring safe transport. Eventually, the assets were recovered in good condition. This experience reinforced the importance of patience, diplomacy, and procedural compliance in complex recovery scenarios. 22. How do you balance speed and accuracy? While speed is important, accuracy takes priority in asset recovery to avoid costly errors. I streamline processes by using checklists, digital tracking tools, and predefined communication templates. These measures allow me to work efficiently while maintaining precision in documentation and verification. This balance ensures assets are recovered quickly without compromising quality or compliance. 23. How do you coordinate with other departments during recovery? I maintain open communication channels with departments like HR, IT, and finance to streamline recovery. I share timelines, requirements, and progress updates, ensuring everyone is aligned. Collaborative planning prevents delays, avoids miscommunication, and ensures proper documentation at each stage. Coordination is key to a smooth recovery process and compliance with internal policies. 24. How do you verify asset condition upon recovery? Verification involves inspecting the asset for damages, confirming serial numbers, and cross-referencing records. I document the condition with photographs and written notes. Any discrepancies are reported to the relevant department for further action. This ensures asset records remain accurate and supports accountability in case of disputes. 25. How do you manage multiple recovery projects simultaneously? I use project management tools to track deadlines, priorities, and responsibilities for each case. I break down tasks into manageable steps and allocate time based on urgency. Regular progress checks help me stay organized and ensure no recovery effort is overlooked. Strong time management skills allow me to handle several projects without sacrificing quality. 26. What role does technology play in asset recovery? Technology streamlines asset recovery through tracking software, automated reminders, and secure digital documentation. It reduces errors, speeds up communication, and provides real-time visibility into asset status. I use technology to generate recovery reports, schedule follow-ups, and ensure compliance. By leveraging these tools, I improve efficiency, accuracy, and overall recovery success rates. 27. How do you handle assets with no clear ownership records? I begin by searching all available databases, invoices, and contracts for ownership proof. If records are still unclear, I consult with management or legal teams. I avoid making assumptions, relying solely on verifiable documentation. Once ownership is confirmed, I proceed with recovery in accordance with company policy. 28. How do you ensure transparency in the recovery process? Transparency is maintained by documenting every step, sharing updates with stakeholders, and adhering to established procedures. I keep all parties informed of timelines, findings, and any issues. Clear, consistent communication builds trust and demonstrates professionalism in recovery operations. 29. How do you train new team members in asset recovery procedures? I provide comprehensive onboarding that covers company policies, recovery tools, and documentation standards. I use real-world scenarios for practice and conduct regular check-ins to address questions. This hands-on approach ensures new members are confident, efficient, and compliant from the start. 30. Why should we hire you for the Asset Recovery Clerk role? I bring a proven track record in efficient, accurate, and compliant asset recovery. My strong organizational skills, attention to detail, and ability to handle challenging cases make me a valuable asset to your team. I am committed to safeguarding company resources, improving processes, and delivering consistent results that align with your organizational goals. Preparing for an Asset Recovery Clerk interview involves demonstrating your organizational skills, attention to detail, and commitment to compliance. The role demands professionalism, persistence, and the ability to work collaboratively across departments. By studying these questions and crafting your responses, you'll be ready to showcase your expertise and problem-solving abilities. With the right preparation, you can confidently prove your value and secure success in the asset recovery field.